so long since I made this kind of video. It should be really exciting making this video because it's gonna be a good video, you know? Because this game is really good, and I'm a good driver in this game. So yeah, let's get right into it. I'm gonna be driving cars in Gran Turismo Top Gear style. We're gonna be driving cars around the track as fast as we can, like the Stig used to do back in the day. And now, you know.
Man, the fucking tryhards can go kill themselves.
So yeah, you heard. So I'm in the party with two homies here. You heard that. You heard one of them. He has really good vocabulary, and then we also have the
Fucking
non.
people in GTA are such assholes.
I know.
Sorry,
You're
continue.
bad at it, dude.
Okay,
No, this
cameras are also here.
literally just shot at me.
He's a really calm human. Okay, so we're gonna be driving cars around Suzuka and setting cars around the setting lap times around the track, you know, like in Top Gear. But we're gonna be using Sports Soft because from a forum I read, Sports Soft is a equivalent to the tire used on the Nürburgring to test the car lap times in this game. And this is, we're not gonna go too deep into the car. We're not gonna drive every single car I have here. Only gonna drive really the essential cars, and by date, you know, to see how the old car does do against the new car, you know. It's a clear representation of how each car performs from each other. So, I lapped about 20 or so cars. In this game, I don't like the ranking. I mean, the ranking board is fantastic, but it only shows up to 20, the top 20 cars. It doesn't show all the cars that I've been lapping. I'm not sure how to change this. I wish I could roll down all the way to 100 or something, or infinite. But it doesn't let you do that. It only goes up to top 20 fastest cars ever on this track on Sports Soft tires. And depending on the car, I'll turn off traction control and ABS. If I don't know what kind of driving aids a car has, then I'll just put traction control off or on, depending how old the car is. Because I'm not completely complete car genius, because I don't really know specific model years, but when traction control was invented in that car, you know, when they added the traction control, because that would take a lot of research and a lot of that would take a lot of time to do that. Because there are a nice amount of cars in this game. They added 100 cars since launch. Because there were like 170 cars at launch. Now there's about almost 300 cars in the game. It's still not as much as Forza, and the tuning in the game is not as good as in Forza. Like, you could add turbo and supercharger and engine swap in Forza, but in this game you can only like increase the power and make the gears faster, you know, shorter or longer, and kind of increase the like twinker with the suspension and the diff and the drivetrain. Yeah, the drivetrain is the diff, and you can't really, you can't mess with the aerodynamics, but you could mess with the suspension, the brakes, and I personally keep it on 0 at all times. I never tinker. I don't care about this. I usually just drive cars stock because I'm not really good at tuning. I keep the cars stock as they were, except for changing the tire compound and take off the traction control on certain cars if they're from the 80s and 90s. And yeah, I'm gonna be driving multiple cars. So where we left off was this Uno's Roadster, because we gotta have a foundation, you know. before we drive like the top end cars. But we're not gonna drive every little car that came out every year, you know, just the essential ones. Even then, there's about 20 cars up here
How do
on
you
this list.
20 tier 25 or whatever the crap you're talking about?
What?
Okay, let's get the show
I
on the
said, are
road.
you hopping on?
What? No. I'm talking about Black Ops 4.
Yeah, are you gonna hop on?
On the Black
To
Ops
get
4?
me?
Yeah, I'm on Black Ops 4.
That's not what you're.
Oh, no, I haven't gotten to 25 yet.
You just said that you were at tier 25.
No, I said once I get to tier 25.
I need
Yeah,
to buy
you literally just said
old
you were at tier 25.
Audi TT.
No, I didn't.
And you didn't get a weapon.
No, no, that was the reserve case. Never once said I got to tier 25.
What are you at right now?
23? Almost 24?
I think I have this car. The Citroen DS3. I'm gonna have to sell that because I don't want doubles of cars. Only if they're cool. That's why I'm keeping probably keeping the yellow Aventador because I have a yellow and an orange one. So I have the DS3, and I prefer this color, so I'm gonna sell this one. So much amazing, so much better than that stupid color was. And I have two Clios because they are different model years. Oh, that's the only game I see the same car. So I mean, you saw the same car in different model years.
Oh, I have those.
They're literally the same car. It's 2015, 2016, which is crazy. I'm selling this because I have one of these already, in gray, or white, or silver, whatever color it is, whichever. The Ventador looks cool in yellow, so I'm keeping that for now. The orange is the best color for the Ventador. That's a fact.
This gets so bad.
So I don't know what car to drive. Oh yeah, I was gonna buy the old Audi TT and a Tesla Model S. Cause I need to. I know it's boring and stupid because it's an electric car, but I need to drive that around the track because it has a fast launch and it has quick acceleration for what it is. It's kind of like the Crown Vic, but you know it's not internal combustion engine. It I would say the Tesla Model S is like a futuristic Crown Vic because it's American and it's fast for what it is. Okay, Audi
Hey,
TT.
what is that?
Yeah, we're gonna buy the Quattro. That's 3.2 liter Quattro in not in this color, and I like the studio scene because it's much easier to see the car. You know, since it's Volkswagen, and you know Volkswagen also has Porsche, and Porsches are gray or silver or metallic or whatever kind of color this is. I'm gonna have it in silver, I think. Red is red is the stereotypical fast car color. I don't like that much. I mean, I have the new one in red because the newer one looks cool in that color. But actually, there are some really good colors here. This Dolomite Gray Pearl is really beautiful. The red sticks out. Oh, black. Since the badge, not the badge, I mean the emblem is red. Think that looks fantastic, but looks alright actually. I'm gonna wait till the car rotates completely so I can see the emblem. This is a really unexciting scene right here. Because you're just seeing a Audi TT rotating in a 360 degrees. Is that red? Oh, I think the Silhouette is red. I think this silver color will be good. 60,000, just under 60,000 credits, which is a good price for what this is. Man, such a beauty car, man. So beautiful, so nice. I'm gonna check how much the Audi R8 cost. Artronic. This is, I believe, this was like the concept or like the prototype of it. Oh, that could have been the, I don't know. Because the name looks really kind of weird.
Alright, goodbye. I'll be back. I'm gonna go eat.
Alright.
Goodbye, peoples.
I don't know. I might buy this later once I get into this year. What do I need to buy? I knew I have to buy another car as well. I'm gonna buy this car. Hyundai Genesis Coupe 3.2 track. And I might buy this in red because it looks really cool. Blue looks pretty good. Am I buying gray, platinum? I'm gonna buy it in this color. Doesn't that just look fantastic? It gives you the fizz. Okay, we bought those. Now we're gonna buy a Tesla Model S probably. Hopefully I'll buy it. Because people kind of estimate this car's power. It doesn't have a high top speed, but it does accelerate really well. This car definitely needs, and it's a signature performance package. So yeah, it deserves to be bought by me. I'm gonna buy a red because white is too boring for a car like this. It's already electric, so we gotta buy it in red. And red is a fast color, and you know, it's a fast car. Fast off the line, and in a straight line, because it's American. But I wanted them to add the the P100 PP100D in this game, but I guess that's not gonna happen. And I want Polyphony to add the the Mustang GT 500, either the new one or the one from 2013, the one with 630 horsepower or something like that. And that could do 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds and do 202 miles per hour. It's faster than a Z06 in the quarter mile probably, because of the 0 to 60 top speed, and it has the same top speed and the same as a faster 0 to 60. Because the 0 to 6 has around 3 seconds, I would say. Actually, it's the same thing. It's the same car. It's the same performance as the Z06, but it's older. So it did that performance in 2013. Not like in 2016 when the Z06 came out, something like that. I do believe it came out in 2016 or 2015. So like 2 or 3 years before the C7 Z06, it did the same thing. So I really want that Mustang to be out in the game. And specifically, it's called it's called the Super Snake. Yeah, it's vicious animal. That thing is. But I won't be driving any of the cars I bought. I have to drive the I gotta build a foundation of this track. He went away.
Why?
I don't know. Went to do something. There's some certain cars that you just have to drive to have a full track list before you could say anything about anything. Oh, it's so white that I can't see it. When did this car came out? In 2003. Oh, that's perfect. This car is gonna be absolutely amazing. It's gonna be like a Porsche 911, but like underpowered and all-wheel drive.
All-wheel drive power, baby.
It's gonna be more like a Cayman. And yes.
Cayman?
Mhm. Cayman. It sounds fantastic. Yeah, I'm putting this in soft. That's what the Nürburgring does. They don't call it soft, but the tire compound they use, a forum guy said that the soft is around the same as the same tire, about the same as the tire that the Nürburgring people use on the cars to test the lap times. Why don't I just go in driving options? Okay, everything is perfect. Soft, chew, and then default. Decent acceleration from the AI that's driving it before I drive it. You can tell this car is better than it looks, Wow, what a feisty acceleration and the sound it makes when you stomp the throttle. Look at this weird bullcrap in top of the dashboard, like those two little things on there. I don't know what those are. Oh, those the AC things, I guess. Yeah, like the vents. It's a thing that connects to the engine and then connects to the vents. That's top of the dashboard. Those little two grills that. Hope you guys know what I'm talking about. 20 minutes in the video and I'm finally driving a car. Wow. That's really interesting. This red line's at around 6,500 RPM, which is kind of low for a car like this. I would expect a little higher RPM. Well, apparently you can actually go into the red line itself and switch gear at 7,000, but I wouldn't recommend that in real life. I would probably do it at 6,500. It's more safer that way. It's not as dangerous for the car's transmission. I hope I'm not distracting anyone of the on the things I say. The way I say things. Like saying it's dangerous for the transmission, you know? To be shifting too late. Like you don't want to put the transmission into danger because you shift too late, you know? I don't know where I was going for the. I don't know where I was going with that, but that's fine. Okay, I got a one viewer right now in the live stream. You viewer, I hope you're enjoying this. This should be a really fantastic, highly fantastic time for you. I think this should be quality entertainment, and you left. He didn't enjoy my driving, I guess, because he's anti-German engineering person, so he doesn't like Audi. If I was driving an American Muscle, he would have stayed. There's not really much like German car lovers here, here in America. It's mostly like Japanese car enthusiasts and American Muscle. There's not really stiffiness over German cars. I spin out. I'm gonna have to do another lap. I'm gonna have to do like 3 or 4 laps around here to get the perfect lap time. Or 5. I kind of broke my 5 lap policy that I give every car their respect, and I drive them at least 5 times around the track, around Suzuka, so I could give the car enough time to get the perfect lap time, so you know I don't insult the maker of the car. I give it its I'm gonna let the car do its best. You know, it'd be rude just to drive the car twice, like 2 laps or 3 laps, because it would just not show its true colors, you know. Because you can't possibly know how a car drives just by driving around the track 3 times. You gotta drive at least 5. Sometimes I don't do that, because the car is just too slow. But this one is, it's a feisty one, I would say. We're about to do 190 kilometers an hour, because I can see in the speedometer in the car. Yeah. Oh yeah. I was looking for this word. I want to give every car their fair chance. You know, their fair chance to do the best, to have their best possible lap times. That's fair enough. It's not fair that I drive this car only twice and I drive this car 5 times. That's not fair. That's not giving the accurate depiction of a car. Went off the road again. Hopefully that won't happen again. We could only dream. It's not bad if you dream. It's bad if you don't dream, because you don't have any creative thoughts about the future, you know what I'm saying? Finely tuned German beast. Going through this apex here without dying, because it's not a viper. A viper. Finely tuned machine this is. No gimmicks and stupid things and stuff. An unnecessarily big engine and power. You don't need 600 horsepower to do well. This car is good enough. It could fit 2 people in the back. And decently. Especially children. Sorry. Children. Keep mispronouncing that. We kind of went off with a bad note here, but we're making up with the lap time now. We were, but now, okay, now we're back. It's like a fluctuation in the badness and the goodness, you know. Fifth lap, everything will be fine. And I didn't shift down. I didn't have enough torque there. It's going so sweet, but now it's all gone. I have to do the 5th lap. The 5th lap will be the one. This is why we do 5 laps. And I'll try to be consistent with that. You probably saw me drive the other car like, I don't know, 3 laps, I think? I'm not sure. I've driven a nice amount. Did I? You didn't see me drive. Okay. Never mind. I only remember if I drove a car before this in a stream. should be a serious lap. Completely concentrate on driving this German engineering. I'm trying to come up with a creative word there, but it just doesn't work sometimes. It really be like that sometimes. Do be like that. Because it says I'm slower now, that doesn't mean anything. In the corner it could change a lot. Keep it in here. Keep it. Keep it steady. Clean driving here. This is what Audi's about. Good driving. Good driving cars, man. Make their cars really good, really well made, you know? Audis are meant for people that like to drive. And they're fast. Audi doesn't fool around when they make their cars. They know everything about cars, bro. They know what they're doing. This is why Germany will always be the best at what they do. Making overall very good performance cars. And the steering is so clean and so smooth. It just you shove it in there. You just twist it left or right, and it just goes. The car glides through the corners, through the entire track. It's really responsive. It does what you tell it to do. Tire squeal. Not the first one, and sure, well, is not the last tire squeal. Sure as hell not the last one. This squiggly line drives me crazy. You have to be oddly specific how you apply throttle through these corners. Looks like fifth lap is as good as it's gonna get. I was right on that. Fifth lap is the one. Is the lap that this car will show its true colors. This is why I do 5 laps. I take this lap test very seriously. I would take it even more seriously if I had a racing rig with like steering wheel and stick shift and paddle shifters and clutch and pedals. This is as serious I'll get with the controller. I even do what the Nürburgring does. The closest I could get to what Nürburgring does in this game. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to check the video if I've driven a car in the stream before this. But if all of a sudden, guys, I will lose control of this car, it means my DualShock controller is shut off for some reason. 'Cause it's been doing that for the past few days. When I play a game, even though it's plugged in, fully charged, it'll just shut off for no reason. And I'll lose connection for about 5 or 6 seconds. And it's so annoying when you're doing a lap time. It hasn't happened yet. But I put in the settings to make it sure this doesn't shut down. But it says if you don't do anything, but I was driving a car in this game. Around Goodwood. And yeah, my controller shut off. Even though it was charging. And I was moving the stick and the R2 button. I think I'm gonna end it. If I know I drove too much laps, I'll just finish the lap. I don't want it to be unfinished. That's just feels wrong and gross and rude. You gotta respect the track and the car by finishing what you started. No, let's stretch it. Give it the... Let's give this car the beans, you know? Let's put the hammer down. Give it the beans. And I don't care if it says faster lap time here. Straight, I'm ending it. Hold on. Okay, fine. I'll finish. Yeah, screw it. I'm doing it. I didn't went completely out, so I didn't go enough in the track in the lap to like contradict what I said earlier. Right. Where does that place exactly on the board? If that is that even on here? Apparently it's slow. Or I can't see it. This is the TT Coupe 3.2, right? This is N200. Yeah, I can't see that. Am I correct? But there's no N200 car on the board. Yeah, there's no N200 car. Everything is to N300 and over. There's a fluctuation around N500 and N600. Because the N system is not the best. There are definitely better systems in the performance level. So yeah, So yeah, let's try drive now. Let's think about this for a second. Have we driven the Integra? So that, okay, well, go back to the, damn, this TT only had 239 horsepower, and that car felt really, really slick. Let's drive the 198 horsepower Integra. I don't think I've driven that. Will it, let's look in the lap board, an N200. That's the fastest N200 car ever. 235.871. Looks like the same level as the Focus ST. It's not on the lap board anymore. Yeah, it is. It's around. It's a little slower than the Focus ST, but that's N300. That's I was driving an N200 car. That's too good. Take that off. Oh, sorry. I'm assuming this car is made in '98, right? So I'm gonna assume that it's new enough to have ABS and traction control on. Plus, it's Japanese. Soft traction control 2 and ABS default. And whoever tells, and you guys could welcome to tell me that this. Or later on, I'm gonna drive the Type R, the Honda Civic Type R, the 2015 model year. Because the new. Why didn't they put that? Why didn't they put the 2017 one in the end? That's way better looking, and it's. Yeah. People actually like that one. No one really likes the 2015 one. Except for the 2015 one has better exhaust tips than the 2017 one. The car's really nimble. I would say it's feels lighter than the Audi was. It's not exactly the fastest thing in the world, but it is quick. Sometimes something tells me I short shifted, but hey, this car just doesn't have that much revs. Actually, it does. Red line's at 8,250 RPM, which is, or actually close to 8.5. That's really good for a car from 1998. And it gets up to speed really well. Not bad for a car under 200 horsepower. Already at 160 kilometers an hour, 100 miles an hour. Tap the brake a little bit, and then give it the beans. Give it full spectrum of power and all kinds of fuel. I could tell you this is better than that Trans Am or that Mach 1 Mustang, because that car is redlining at 114 miles an hour, 110. This car was still far away from redlining. This could do like 130 or more. 135, something like that. Well, I'll just do 5 laps for this thing too. See what kind of a monster lap time I can do with this. Will it beat the Audi Quattro? TT Quattro. I think shifting up to 4th was a bad mistake. 4th it just feels too slow. To 6,000 RPM though, that's not. The car's not that loud. Sure, in real life it's louder and more crazy. But we're definitely improving on the lap time. That's most of the time. Sometimes this just doesn't want to happen. Because the first lap is always going to be slowest. Well, not always, most of the time at least for me. I'm not seem to be improving. This might be one of those times when I'm actually slowest in the second lap. This is ridiculous. Technically only needing 4 laps because the first lap is just the, you know, the rolling lap. It's the flying lap, I guess. I don't know what you call that. I think that's what it's called. Or could be the flying lap be this one? What's the lap that happens before all the laps called? I don't know. I think this is the flying lap. I could be wrong. Go around the corner. We're almost 1 second faster than the first lap. Wow, over a second. 238. Yeah, it's not as fast as the Audi, but it's decent. I mean, we only did a second lap there, and now we're just increasing the speed just now. Things could change even more. It's good to know, like at the exact point of the track, I'm slower or faster than last time. I'm a half a second faster. I'm almost a second faster than even the last one, so it's 2 seconds faster than the first lap. I'll floor it. That moment, I actually did the same exact speed there. Wow. No. I didn't increase or decrease by... You know, it goes blank, it doesn't show the arrow up or down. Just kept the steady motion there. That doesn't happen that all the time, you know. Yeah, leave your foot off the gas. We lost some time there. Yikes! Went on the sand. We gotta lose so much time now. Almost a half a second. And now we're slower in the straight, so we're gonna lose a 1/10 of a second. Just a second lap, pretty much. Could make up for it. And the 5th lap will be the one. My 5th lap, I get to know how the car works, you know. Slowing down. Slightly faster than last time. My wrist itches. Oh. Half a second faster. Floor it. Ooh, hear the tires squeal. Yeah, squiggly bit is quite difficult to master. Even after driving like 30 cars around here. Close to that. Fifth lap will be the one. This says back seats too. 2 seats in the back. Just like the Audi. Just this is 5 years older than an Audi. Yeah, it's gonna be slower than the Audi. Recaro seats, huh? That's a two. So 237.779. That's what the Integra Type R DC2 98 did. 1998 version. It doesn't show up here because it's too slow. So, it's the third fastest N200 car I have tested so far. It's faster than a 2015 Toyota 86 GT, but Golf GTI is faster by about 400th of a second. Not 400th of a second, 4/10ths of a second. Ho ho ho. The TT Quattro is victorious so far. That's gotta be there for a while. Righty. I'm gonna drive a few more cars, everyone. Laying the foundation of cars in this game, you know. Gotta lay the foundations. Have we driven? Is that a N200 or N? This is too old. Enough of that. We've driven a Corvette, right? Because there's only one Corvette. We're driving a Corvette. And we're going to drive the C2 specifically, not the C3. Because the C2 is more powerful. We haven't driven that. Actually represent. We gotta lay the foundation for Corvette itself. This car and this, because you know this is actually fast. This is actually decently quick. No traction control. Take off ABS because this car didn't have ABS. It's made in 1963. So yeah. We gotta do some skids probably. This has a 4-speed, right? That's actually really quick. See what did I talk about? This is decently fast. It's fast enough for any racetrack. No wonder why astronauts like this car. This is, despite being older, it's more powerful than the 1969 Corvette, the third generation. The skids and torque and power this thing has. Focus RS power. I want the Focus RS in this game. That'd be sick. Focus ST is alright, but RS is like the whole new level. One of those cost 40 grand new when the Focus RS came out. At least we still have the STI and the Type R. Because they decided not to make that anymore. Oh, damn the body roll. Don't tell me because it's the anti-roll bar setting. Other cars have the same setting and they don't roll like this. Wow, this car is incredible. This car is something. It's one of the great cars that GM made. The second generation Corvette. It does 130 something on the straight, which is crazy for 1963. On the racetrack, that's impressive for how old this car is. No wonder this car's N400. Oh god. Look at a tire squeal. Why look at it? I mean, listen to that tire squeal. This thing does burnouts while it's moving. This car is creates moving burnouts. It's crazy. Crazy how American this thing is. This thing does burnouts all week, bro. That was Tokyo Drift style there. Oh. That was a really good drift, in my opinion. 232, that's really good. This car definitely deserves the 5 laps. Man, this thing is brutal acceleration. It's my favorite Corvette prior to the C6. I think 1 through 5, this is the best Corvette generation. Even though how ballistically quick the C5 was, that like close to 400 horsepower, that was fast, but this is so cool and fast. This is more impressive than the C5 because it's has more horsepower for its compared to other cars for its time in its time period. Like the gap is bigger to a compared to like a sedan. This is way more horsepower compared to a sedan at this time than the C5 was compared to a sedan in the C5's time. I'm not saying C5 is bad, but I would say for its time, this is better. And this has probably C5 acceleration between like from like 40 to like 80. Probably, I don't know. They'll have to add the C5 and C6 in this game to see really more comparison, you know. Fifth lap will be the one. Hopefully. This is like a drift show. Such a cool back. I like the back. Cool window. Freaking squeal. It's doing a... Oh my god, it's a burnout machine, bro. Trying to do what the people do when they do the heel to toe method, but I don't know if that works in this situation. It will only work if I have like the erasing rig with clutch pedal. Because that's what Jimmy Broadbent does. I'm like my content is like a all-you-can-eat buffet or McDonald's. His content is like a gourmet meal. Uh-oh, fifth lap is gonna be a lost cause. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I promised you I was gonna do 5. This one is just 232 is good. Yeah, I told you, certain cars just don't. Even though this is a great car, it's fast, but I don't know. It makes it onto the top 20. Was it? Yeah. Boom. Number 19th car. Fastest car is faster than the Focus ST. Almost as fast as the GT 350. And the STI. Which is weird. This is faster. Did I have wrong tire compound on this thing? Did I put like... better compound? There's no way. No, it was soft. I drove it better, I guess. I don't know. Anyhow, what to drive next? I'm looking at the 2006 Viper, but that's gonna be the next car. To get rid of my Dodge itch, you know. The Dodge itch is creeping on. Yeah, this is why I don't drive this car. It's 298 horsepower. It's kind of underpowered for what it is. How much should be, you know, should have like more than that. And it's the successor of the C2, so why not more? And it weighs a lot. It weighs like a nice amount. It weighs as much as a Ventador does. It weighs a little less, but it weighs around the same. It weighs like 50 pounds less. Still weighs a lot. Weighs and it's pretty heavyweight. It's not exactly feather. It actually weighs less. Wow, weighs less than this guy does. This is a high-tech supercar. Since we don't have anything like the 430 in this game yet, we should lay the foundation with the GTO. And they'll have the same kind of characteristics as that Corvette did, but better. Yeah, this is why the end system is not so good, because this car's gonna mop the floor with that Corvette. It's N400, but it's still gonna mop the floor with it. It's gonna absolutely destroy it. It has 393 horsepower, almost a 400 horsepower. It's more powerful than a C5 Corvette. That's some serious performance. This is Ferrari 360 territory power. This is Ferrari 360 power. That's insane. This car's insane and really fast. It's in the 180s, I would say. I can't control the pop-up headlights. I don't know why they're on now. That doesn't affect the gameplay too much. I don't think it does. But this car slides around it. Oh, you can tell this car's fast. Oh, it is. It's faster than that. We're gonna do 150 miles an hour. This is why Ferrari's Ferrari, you know? This is why Ferrari is better than... The Ferrari GTO is better than the Corvette C2. I mean, there's about 20 years, 19 years difference, so... And it's a Ferrari. On my right leg itches. And it redlines at 8,000 RPM. It's crazy. This is the 80s 458. This is what this is. And just a little under 8,000 RPM. Oh god. That's so not. I'm taking that out. That's not immersive. That's not giving me the immersive experience I'm craving. Why can't this just be off automatically? When I leave this game, it always turns on. So annoying. This car sounds really good. It has a raging V8. Well, this is just a milder F40. In performance wise. Man, Ferrari knows what a supercar is. You can't deny it. This sounds better than a Honda. Caleb, you're back.
Yeah, I want to go for a drive.
Oh, at your driving school?
No.
Just for a drive?
Yeah.
By yourself or with your dad?
With my father.
Oh, your father. All father. Is it Germany now?
Give me strength.
Oh yeah.
Rainbow Six Siege. Ooh, that was quick.
It went sideways there a little bit.
Sideways, sideways, sideways. I was sideways, sideways, sideways. Sideways, sideways, sideways. I don't know what I'm singing, but sideways, sideways. You feel sideways?
Sideways in my GTO, huh?
Sideways in the motherfucking beach, bro. Sideways, 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 sideways.
This is the Italian Tokyo Drift over here. The Italian DK.
The Italian DK.
Yeah. I like it when it, like, red lines like that. Sounds awesome. Boom. DK's Italian cousin. Oh.
What?
I sure like it. I like the sound of redlining when you're shifting backwards. Gives it more racy feel to it, you know?
I mean, I guess.
Look at that. Power slide. It's unlike anything I've driven. This is the 458's 80s cousin.
I just got headshotted? Yeah, put that on your YouTube channel, stupid. You probably have 2 followers. Dummy. Dumbass.
Okay. Okay, car, be like
you're
that.
Bad. Capital, you're bad. Just accept it. Accept that you're garbage at everything you do. Hey, get rid of that dumb big idiot, stupid head.
This is what no ABS does for you. 4 types of cancer. Oh my god, what's with this horrendous understeer?
Horrendous. Horrendous. Horrendous.
Catastrophic understeer.
Horrendous. Who's a horrendous person? You are Bobo.
He's a whore and horrendous. Ha ha ha.
You are
I hate this ABS crap. Makes the lap times look bigger. Got really cool seats. It's some Gucci seats. Supreme leather. Automobili. Uh-oh. Error. Big error.
God damn it! Where did this kid come from, bro? What? Okay, he knew I was there, and then... God, come on, Vigil. Stupid! Dummy! Dummy, dummy, dummy. Papa. 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 Bada boop, bop, beep. Boodoo, boop, bop, beep, 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 beep. Bada, boodoo, boodoo, boop, boodoo. Boodoo, boodoo, banana bus, boodoo, boodoo, banana bus, boodoo, boodoo.
I gotta go back to get the Supreme lap for the 5th lap, you know?
Who is it gonna pick for me today? Fucking it picked Blitz and fucking me in the ass. Fuck. Damn it, 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 damn it. Fuck.
Bah!
So what I was saying, I'm playing Blitz. It's a fucking shield character that is such a dick on.
Blitzkrieg. Blitzkrieg, whatever the fuck it's called. It's World War II simulator.
Fuck, 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 fuck,
That's really inappropriate.
Fuck. Well,
I like murdering the engine.
good for you.
Make it scream. Making this a Ferrari V8 scream in pain and death.
Pain, suffering.
Really, car? You have to do this? No, traction control loves to mess with you, you know?
Oh, holy.
And if I complain to Ferrari, they're gonna say, "Pussy, don't drive that car if you're a bitch ass. I can't handle no traction control." Ferrari F40 GTO is not meant for bitch asses.
How did he kill me? What the freaking frack?
Killed you.
Yo, I didn't even peek my head. Hello? That is actually retarded, but okay.
It really be like that.
It really does, and it's kind of retarded.
Okay.
Shoot to the wall. The wall is... If we don't win this, I'm actually gonna be so sad. Dude, your aim is horrific. This dude's aim is...
222.654. Wow.
Auga. A beluga. A beluga whale.
Fastest N400 car ever.
I'm fast as fuck, boy. I am fast as F, boy. Who dug me dog? You son of a bitch. You son of a sucker mucker mucker fucker.
Son of a motherfucker.
Son of a motherfucker, motherfucker, sucker, mucker. Sucker, mucker, waka, fucker. Sucker, mucker, waka, waka. Sucker, motherfucker, sucker.
Suck a motherfucker. Then his dick tastes like.
Yeah.
Never mind. I short shifted and still doing good.
I can't revive him. I'm just gonna back away from that.
That's it. I'm ending this. This car is too frustrating. Not 10, almost 10 grand. Not bad. Not bad. The 100+ miles. Great. Come on. Come on, guy. Work.
Wait, hello?
Yeah.
I
Hello.
shot that kid. What the fuck? I literally shot that kid and he just died.
Is
So
this game
garbage.
is this game gonna load or not? Which dick are you gonna suck, game?
Your mom's. Sorry. You were
Ow.
saying.
This game's not loading. Come on, black motherfucker.
Whoa, dog.
Well, I guess that's the. I don't want to have to restart it because I'm not sure if the time will be saved there. I'm not sure if the time,
The
the lap
time
time.
will be saved to your normal life.
I'm not sure if the lap time will be saved. I'm not. I'm gonna get really upset. Well, guys, I'm not sure if I could get out of this. I think this is here. This is the end of the live stream. I think everyone, because the game doesn't want to work. The game just froze like a black person when the cops tell him freeze. Okay, I'm not sure if this is gonna work out. Bucko,
Don't see me, don't see me, don't see me, don't see me, don't see me.
I'm gonna have to say
Don't
goodbye
see
to
me.
everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed this. High quality content. Peace out.